What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. For those of you new to the channel, my name is Vince Warburton and this is VW Fitness. I do fitness tech supplement reviews and lifestyle videos every single week. If that is something you're interested in, make sure you hit that subscribe and bell for notifications. And let's get to today's video. With Christmas right around the corner, guys, what's a better way than to gift the Recovery Pro? And let's be honest, you guys may or may not have heard of the Recovery Pro. If you clicked on the video and you're new to the channel, you're probably looking to see if this is the device for you. Well, let's start out with this review and just tell you guys a few short little things here. This is an unpaid, complete, honest, unbiased review, okay? I bought this with my own money at an expo here in San Diego a few weeks ago. And essentially, I didn't even tell them I was doing a video of it. So I literally paid for it like I was a regular customer, and then I reached out to them and I actually said, hey, just letting you guys know, I am gonna do a video review of this device. This review is gonna be a little bit different than my supplement reviews and obviously some of my fitness tech reviews, you know, headphone reviews and those sort of things. We'll talk about what comes in the box first, talk about the price, and then we'll talk about some key features and differences between this and a lot of the other massage guns on the market. So let's get right into it. What comes in the box? So it comes in this awesome little box here. Then it comes with this little case, and pretty much the case, you can put everything that you see here in this case, take it with you, take it on a flight. Personally, for me, I think it's a little bit bulky. You know, like I'm not gonna carry that around in the airport. Like I'll just toss this in my backpack and we'll be good to go. All right, so next up, it comes with this small little carrying case for all of your tips. And it comes with 4 tips. Here we have the flat tip, we have the bullet tip is what I like to call it, and then the kind of wide tip, and then the ball tip here. And all these just pop on and off very easily. Not very difficult to put these on and off. I know some of the devices are kind of tricky to get them on and off, but these stay on and they go on very easy. Kind of the last thing that this does come with is a charging dock, which is very simple. And I find it interesting that a lot of the other companies don't do this. It's honestly like a little piece of plastic with 2 nodes on the bottom here that you basically just drop in. But it's like gotta be the cheapest thing, but they like charge $20 extra for you to get a charging, you know, dock. And I'm like, that makes no sense. So I'm glad that they included it. It kind of sets them apart. It shows that they're doing their due diligence when it comes to giving you everything that they potentially saw that a customer needs. So I think that's really cool. And then it comes with this little warranty and product manual. I think it includes everything that I personally would need. I've never owned one of these massage guns. I have looked at the Hypervolt before. I've looked at the Theragun before. Personally, for me, it was just really expensive. And with that, let's talk about the price here, guys. $449.99. It is pretty high when it comes to the price point. You can head on over to their website, complete-recovery.com. They do have a cheaper model that is $299, but honestly, I think this is the model you gotta go with. And I will disclose this, when I did reach out to Complete Recovery and I asked them, hey, is there any like discount codes? Because I actually had a friend of mine, a coworker of mine actually try it out and within 10 minutes wanted to order one. And I said, hey, just give me a sec. Let me see if I can get, you know, any sort of a discount code for you. And so we do have a discount code.
Pardon the interruption, guys, but I wanted to give you an update on the discount code. Essentially, we reached out to Complete Recovery. We got a discount code. It is VW Fitness. That is going to save you $100, guys. $100 off of $449, $349. That is a great price. I just wanted to give you an update there, and let's send it back to the review.
I think it's fair. I think a lot of the other, you know, massage guns are right around that price, you know, $300, $400. Some of them are a little bit cheaper, but with that cheaper price point, you are getting, you know, there's trade-outs. There's always trade-outs. Where's the poop, as they say. So just some quick call-outs here when it comes to this device, guys. This is built with a Samsung battery, and that may not sound like the most important thing to call out here, but I think it actually is more important than a lot of people think. I want this thing to last a long time. The total running time is about 3.5 hours. In real time, I would say it's about 3 hours, depending on how high of a speed you are running it at. It does include 3 different speeds, obviously a low, medium, and high. And you know, essentially, some of the other manufacturers use a Samsung battery and some of them use a cheap Chinese-made battery. So with this device, unfortunately, the battery is not removable. So you can't just replace it. So having a solid, you know, well-known name brand battery in here, I think is important, and it includes that. So definitely a key call out there. The next thing we have is 66 pounds of stall force. And what does that mean? That means essentially we can really get deep into the muscle tissue and we can really press and get in there if we really want to. It's not just gonna stop. So for example, this is speed 1 here. I can press into my arm pretty hard. I mean, if I put my hand here, there you go. Still runs, okay? It doesn't turn off, doesn't freak out, and it still goes the way it should go. And like I said, a lot of those kind of cheaper devices, you know, they're not gonna have that same sort of power and torque, and they're basically just gonna shut off or potentially break, which would really not be cool. So 66 pounds of stall force, definitely a key feature there. All right, and then kind of one of the last little call outs here, guys, is that it has a 16 millimeter amplitude. And what that means, it can actually do more of a deep tissue massage. Anything less than 60 millimeters is gonna be more of a surface level massage. And obviously if we're spending, you know, $300-400, etc., you know, a high amount of money, we want it to have the ability to really get deep into the deeper tissue in our muscles, especially as we're trying to utilize this as a recovery tool. I think it's really important that it has that feature. And some of the other massage guns actually have that as well, but I think it's important to kind of call that out here. And just a few other things, guys. This is TSA approved for carry-on, so you can toss this in your backpack. I'm actually heading off on a flight tomorrow morning, and I do plan on tossing this in my bag and bringing this on the plane. You know, for those longer trips, especially like international flights, I think this is a great tool to help like break up some of the you know, tightness in our muscles as we sit in a plane. And especially since you're like cramped in like this, and someone that's 6 foot like myself, you know, having something like this I think is kind of nice. The charge time on this, guys, is about 4 hours to go from completely dead all the way up. Obviously that's going to be somewhat dependent, and like I had said, for me personally, I've gotten about 3 hours of solid time. I'm never going to use this for 3 hours. Now if you're like someone like a trainer that needs to use this on clients and whatnot, I think that in between sessions, as long as you toss it on the dock, it's gonna get you through the day completely, and it's definitely a solid device. I've been using it for, like I said, the last 4 weeks. I think it's honestly one of the better massage guns out there. I've used the Hypervolt a little bit, and probably the biggest thing for me is the noise level. Okay, it's so quiet. I know some of the original like Theraguns and Hypervolts, they were very loud. And so just so you guys can kind of hear it, here's speed 1, speed 2, and speed 3. That's 2,400 RPMs right there, guys. And I mean, you know, it's still lightweight, comes in at 2.2 pounds. I can still use this, you know, get around my back here. Yeah, it just feels so good. Also, one other thing, guys, this does allow you to move it into 3 different points. So you have basically the 90 degrees, kind of what I like to call it. Then you have this kind of angled tip here, and then you have the straight on if you're, you know, maybe working on a client or something like that, or you want to hold it like this. I think the handle's great. It is a little heavy sometimes when I'm using it on my lower back and trying to get, you know, deep in there unless you have someone with you. But overall, guys, this has probably been one of my better investments, I'll say that. Obviously the supplements are great and all, but I think utilizing this and the time that I'm actually going to use this is beneficial for my health and my overall recovery, hence the Recovery Pro. So anyway, guys, if you have any questions, make sure you reach out to Complete Recovery. They are on Instagram. Here is their handle, and head on over there, send them a DM. You guys can ask any questions. You guys can reach out to me. Make sure you head on over to the new website, www.vwfitness.club, and you guys can reach out to me via there. Also, if you guys want any free samples, make sure you head on over there, and we'll get you some stuff sent out. Anyway, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this little review. Like I said, I'm really happy with this purchase. I think, you know, there's a lot of different great options out there. When I was at the expo, there were 3 other massage companies there, and they were all kind of trying to sell me on their massage gun and what makes theirs great. I never told them that I was like a video creator and that I did review videos. This is the one that made the most sense to me, and especially with the price point and the deal that I got on it, I had to do it. So I'm really happy with this purchase, guys. If you guys end up picking one up, let me know. I would love to hear what your guys' thoughts are. And yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you smash that thumbs up button and make sure you hit that subscribe and bell for notifications. And as always, we'll see you in the next one.